What is good, YouTube? I'm in the car right now. We're driving over from Voorheesville to Colony, and just want to tap in with y'all, guys. I've been living in and out. That's why I took the trip to Brazil because I just been in and out of not feeling my full self. I don't know if I'm going through a transforming phase where um, what's the word? I'm dialed in and adjusting to the environment of being a business owner and stuff of that nature because I just have been with this so busy and new things happening with business and my life, just trying to figure out balance. Right? There's a balance, but there's no balance. A lot of entrepreneurs say it's not a balance. You're either gonna like figure it out throughout the way to figure who's gonna be there, who's gonna be supportive. Because when you create a business, it's like a whole different beast of like yourself, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. It's not gonna be the norm. It's not gonna be the reg. So a lot of people don't understand that, especially like you wanna, like have somebody else be a part of that journey. And you gotta try to juggle that relationship and be there for that significant other. I guess it's like different stages of success in business. But it's like the beginning stages is definitely hard. Like you're 100% in, and I'm in like that space because I like opened another location, and I'm trying, just working through that, and God, don't God throwing curveballs and challenge me to see how bad I want this, right? Because I have a bigger purpose, and growing up upstate New York, don't really help. Especially like it doesn't really help, but it's like what's your fuel? Like I always think about what's your like fueling yourself with positivity, the people you're around. How are you getting better, right? To be a better person and to achieve things that you've never seen done in your community, your environment. Most people you see that's really wealthy here is like families. You don't really see too many individuals, you know, growing up unless they're like a doctor or a lawyer and they make decisions to open a firm or own, practice and stuff like that. But like gym is not really popular here because a lot of people don't really prioritize the fitness here. Even somewhat the wealthy people. It's like I feel like more wealthy people down south will prioritize their fitness before anything because they know they have to show up. They have to have a good presentation of like if I'm dealing with this person, I want to know this person ain't just sloppy or just out of control. A lot of people here just like, oh, I mean, shit, I can skip the gym. I can have a belly. Like it's just it's just like a cutting edge because it's like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that, and then they put everything else on the wayside and just focus on money. But it's like, do you even have like a moral or like a purpose of being driven other than money? Because it's like that's what they care about is money, 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 money. They don't care about their being, the growth of trying to develop and become a better person, not just for yourself but for your family, for your friends. And it's just you don't see that here very much. I'm like the one of one here. You got a couple of gyms, a couple of people doing their thing, but as a minority in this environment is like damn, it's so more for me out there. You know your potential because you felt it, you see it, and you like my time might be done here. So that's why I'm coming to a conclusion. It's like my time upstate, like I'm gonna obviously have my gems business, keep it growing, assign a general manager here, but I think my time here has outgrown the growth here. I'm gonna still grow business wise, settle down, have a family, but I feel like I need my personal brand. I need to keep expanding, right? I need to keep growing. It's just, I need to be around active people at a high frequency rate. You don't have high frequency people here in upstate New York. New York City, you have high frequency people because, like, if you don't, you're gonna starve, you're gonna hungry, you basically gonna be broke. Here, you could just have a 9 to 5, chill. You know what I mean? That's a lot. That's like probably 75% people. Um, and it's just, you can feel the energy. You feel the energy of that. So, like, I need to be around energy where I'm going at 100 hearts a sec. You know what I mean? Like, I need to really, like, I want, like, I just put a lot of pressure on myself, and because I feel like the perspective that I have on where I want to be, I can't be moving at this rate. I feel like I'm just waking up, doing this, doing that, waking up, doing this, doing that. I feel like a 9 to 5. That it gets boring after a while. Me, I just like to grow. I don't like to stay stagnant. That's why I created the gym to, create freedom and create a space for people to be creative. So, that is gonna be my goal for this end of the year, is to possibly relocate to a location where I could be around that energy, I could bounce, I could be creative, I could have people around me that's as driven or even more driven. Honestly, I want somebody that's like more driven than me, so I could be, I could really, really be like, oh shit, I've been missing all this whole time. Like, you wanna, I don't know. Some people think different. I just think like a dog. Like, I'm like, yo, I gotta get better. I ain't doing enough. And some people are like, oh, you're doing fine. No, like, this ain't fine. This is not fine. So it's time to put the fire, turn the fire up a little bit more under my ass, because nobody else will unless I do it. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is just turn the fire up under my ass and push it, push it, push it. You know what I mean? Because if I don't, like, I might have a family one day, but I just I'm just not mentally in that spot to do that full commitment. You know what I mean? And that's where I feel like I just gotta give it a try. I just gotta give it a try. Because if I didn't get a try, I'm like, damn, I fucking wasted all this time. I did this. I'm blaming stuff now instead of actually giving it a try, taking a risk with it, and see what it is for what it is. And that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going with this. Because I feel like what I'm doing is way bigger than what I think. It's way bigger because all the people I impacted so far, all the people that committed to the brand, all the services, I'm giving to people, like, it's a blessing, because I would have never thought in a million, like, I would never thought, like, coming from the inner city, the poverty, like, who would have thought, especially here in Albany, New York. Like, I can't even name one person instead of people that made to the league that self-made, build something up to do, like, call theirs. I don't know one person from my hood. Let's say selling drugs or something. I don't know one person. One person. They were barbershops and this and that. That's cool. But bro, my mind is on a different level. Like, I think bigger than the city I grew in. A lot of it's cool. A lot of people, you can get barbershop here, barbershop there. That's cool. But what's the legacy? Like, how big you want to get? I don't know. I just think big. I just feel like I can't really think too big here. I just I gotta gamble a little harder. I gotta go a little harder. I gotta push it a little harder. I gotta do more. Do more. I gotta do more. 'Cause I feel sturdy. I feel steady. Like I don't feel like I'm growing at this point. I'm still growing, but like I need to. I just feel like I just need something new to put fire under my eyes, and that's what I'm gonna do. I just want to vent to you guys, tap in with y'all, to tell you how I'm feeling, what's gonna be going down. I'll be traveling to Florida. I'm gonna probably take a trip down Miami this weekend. I'll do a couple of new, that's couple of new, but I think I'm gonna do that because my boy, he's reopening his gym, so I gotta go out and support. So that's a relationship. You know, like I feel like sometimes you gotta take risks because it's a relationship that, you know what I mean. You have to. What's the word? You can't. You have to. You have to just keep. You know, it's like some relationships you have to keep. Some relationships obviously you like go, but some relationship that's gonna help you grow as a businessman, as a entrepreneur, as a man. You can't let the opportunity go. So I'm gonna figure it out. If I end up going vlogging the whole thing, so you guys can see it. But tapping with me, guys. I'm being consistent vlogging. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Make sure I like this video up. More bangers coming soon. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see and stuff of that nature, because we're just growing. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.